Hey guys, what is going on? So in my last video, I was talking about training 2 times a week, and that's what I was going to be doing moving forward. Last night, I just finished my second session, of the day, and that was day 21. So my plan is to do, 3 weeks on and then 1 week off. If I feel like I want to go more than a week off, I'm willing to do that, but I want to try and go for at least 7 days. I was getting pretty sick of the workouts, honestly. It's getting pretty hard to do 2 workouts a day. I'm pretty sure I did 2 every single day. There might have been a day or 2 where I only got 1 in, but I definitely worked out every day, at least. So that was, roughly 40 workouts over 3 weeks, which is pretty intense. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I just kind of, towards the end, wasn't really enjoying it that much. But for the first couple weeks, I actually really enjoyed it. I actually preferred it to the working out every day thing. And I think this is just kind of going to be me going forward, is just training more frequently. Obviously, I've been listening to Megan talking about, training frequency being super important. In my anecdotal, experience, training frequently has led to very good strength gains. Some muscle gains, nothing crazy, but I was training for strength, right? So now that I'm training for hypertrophy, I really think that it's going to help with that. Now that I know that that's actually a good thing, I'm also trying to, limit my workout time, because before I would do it and I would kind of be in the gym for like a couple hours. Now my workouts are probably under an hour most of the time. So, especially now that I'm doing 2 times a week, it seems like or 2 times a day. I mean, it seems like they're closer to maybe 40 minutes. So they're pretty quick, and I definitely like that style. So I think maybe in the future, when I'm able to go back to, a gym, it makes a lot of sense for me to just crank out a little workout in the morning and then hit the gym after work or whatever. So I think 2 workouts in a day is actually something that I could see myself doing in the future. Working out every day is something that I've done kind of on and off over the past 6 months or so, maybe even the past year, pretty consistently. And it's definitely something that I can stick to. So now that I'm training more for hypertrophy, I think that obviously it's going to take a little bit of time to adjust to that, but it does get easier. I think it's a lot easier to train for strength, right? Because if you're doing RPE or anything like that, trying to, leave reps in the tank, it's not taxing at all to do even like, a lot of times I would do like 10 sets of bench press or something like that. And obviously now that I know that 10 sets is, maybe not the greatest thing in the world, but in terms of strength gains, I honestly think that just having a lot of volume and having a lot of quality reps is very important. So, I am looking in the future to focus on my strength again, but I really think during this time period when, it's quarantine and everything like that, and I have the ability to kind of have that extra, muscle protein synthesis and all the hormone stuff going on, I think it helps a lot for me to just have everything be in check right now. And this is like the optimal time for hypertrophy. So my, idea is that I'm going to go back to strength training, still do higher frequency and try and, build my strength back up now that I have a little bit more muscle. I have a little bit more now. I wonder what it would be at that point. It's hard to know. I don't think it's been anything drastic yet, but I think my triceps have definitely gotten bigger over this time period for sure. And having stronger triceps is definitely better for bench and stuff, and even overhead press. So I'm thinking I could, get some new maxes if I started to lift heavier and more frequently in that regard. But for the time being, I'm just, focusing on hypertrophy. However long this lasts, if it goes all the way throughout the summer, maybe I might, switch. But if it's only for the next month or not even, then I think I'll just continue to do what I've been doing, focusing on hypertrophy. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I feel like my strength, I talked about it last time, my strength was down, and that is to be expected, but I definitely feel like I'm bigger. I'm back to 230 pounds, so I cut down right before I got into quarantine, and I think I was like 217 was my lowest point, so I've gained, some of that weight back was obviously water and stuff like that, but, obviously I've put on some weight, been eating more, been less active, but yeah, working out more, I really like it. I think, again, like I said, 1 workout a day is something that I can consistently stick to, but 2 workouts a day is not as bad as I was thinking at all, especially if you do it in the flow of your day, and kind of limit that time that you're working out to around 40 minutes or so, an hour at the most. So I'm liking it. It seems like getting some good gains here. So I'm just going to keep you updated, because obviously the point of nucleus overload is to kind of, have that base and have, those nuclei for future muscle gaining, right? It's not necessarily supposed to be the most beneficial for a short period of time, even though I feel like it has been. It's more so for like down the road. So I'm guessing that I'm going to make some pretty good gains throughout 2020, but we'll just have to wait and see. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. I will keep you updated, and I'll talk to you soon.